welcome back to the I Geek Books blog. Today I'm very excited to bring you a review of a book that I've just read. So it is in my January wrap-up. It really wasn't in my TBR, but it was there. I got it from the library. It was about to expire. So I figured I'd just grab it, not like it, and put it down. Boy, was I wrong. So without further ado, if you want to see a review of The Martian by Weir, just keep watching. You guys, this book is amazing. It is truly amazing. I loved the main character. I love the story, how original it is. I love the fact that it's so compelling and it's so distracting and it's interesting, and it does have a lot of science, but it doesn't feel like your mind is going to completely boggle after he tells you everything that he needs to do, everything he wants to do, and everything that he needs to achieve in order to survive, because it is a life and death situation. If you don't know already, The Martian, it follows an astronaut named Mark Watney. He is in a expedition that is going to go to Mars to try and get some samples and try and get a feel of the planet, because they want to see if they could grab Earth from Earth, so soil samples and stuff like that, and mix it up with Mars and see if they could create some sort of life, because Mars, it's dead essentially. So anything and everything that is on it is not living, so it doesn't have all the bacteria and stuff like that that will allow plants and stuff to grow in it. Therefore, it's just out. It doesn't have water or anything like that. So they send a group of six astronauts. They have different missions, so they're very common in Mars, but they have to leave before their ship completely turns over. He, however, has been impaled by an antenna, which is the communications antenna, if you want to be very ironic, and therefore the crew has to leave, because if not, then they're all gonna die, because they don't have another exit out of Mars. So he sees himself not dead, woken up in the dead of the planet, trying to survive with equipment that was only meant to last a month, and he needs to make everything last for at least 4 years, which is when the next RS mission will go to Mars as scheduled. So he needs to figure out what to eat. He does have supplies. His mission only lasted about 6 days, so everybody leaves on Sol 6. And they counted per soul, not per day, because the position of the planet in Mars is just different from Earth, so they don't have as many hours of sun as you will on Earth. So completely different. It is very nice. I can't sit here and tell you it does have all of the right calculations. It has all the right chemistry in it, and everything in science in there. It's amazing. I don't know that. I can tell you it makes sense. I can tell you that from my very basic knowledge of chemistry, it makes sense what he's talking about. And he does explain it. He dumbs it down, if you will. Because he's writing a log to, just in case people that can capture it, if he does die, then they can have a record of what he did to survive and how he changed things. He's an engineer and he's also a botanist. So he grows potatoes, which is amazing on everything. It's essentially a book about Mark fighting Mars, and Mars fighting back with all its might for everything they have to make him fail, and he doesn't. So I'm completely blown away by the book. I don't usually like anything that is in space or has to do with spaceships or anything like that. I like gothic, I like vampires and stuff like that. I like history going back. So the future, not much. But this is very realistic to me. It's a fantasy book. It's very well done. The characters are amazing. It does deal with a lot of governmental stuff, because he does get to contact NASA at some point, and you get to see the other part. There's not only the one point of view, you also have NASA's point of view from very different people. to see how he has to make it work, to see how he trusts in the brainiacs on the other side to tell him what to do, and then he realizes, well, I've done it. It's what I've done, and it's what I did, and it's what I had to do to survive. And well, sometimes they can suck it. The humor in it is amazing. I love that he didn't dwell on what he didn't have. He focused on the solution and not the problem, which is something that my grandma always went by. So I very much appreciate that. He has a lot of good humor in it. He talks to himself all the time. And I mean, even Castaway had Wilson. He had himself. He was talking literally to himself every day, patting himself in the back if he needed to. Sometimes he did duel a little bit, but come on. Some self-pity every once in a while is good for the soul. And it worked out for him. It's a very nice story about somebody completely beating the odds. So I'm very, very happy that I picked up this book just because it's different. Very, very different. And it's written in a way that it keeps you on your toes the whole time. There's no high peak. There's no this is where the whole story collides kind of thing. You are at the edge of your seat the whole time of the story. I had to sit down and take a break and completely just do this to my hands once in a while because I was grabbing onto the book. It was so tense the whole time. And it's good, you guys. This is very good. You can see I'm super excited about it, right? So that is a library book. I will be buying my own copy. I will be adding that to my library, my home library, and I hope y'all give it a try because I believe it's amazing. Now, this is all I have for you today. The book is also a movie, so if you head over to Spreaker, which is where I have the audio blog, you can see a comparison between the movie and the book for those of us who like to read the book before the movie or vice versa. So you can have some sort of comparison and see if that's something that you want to do or not really. And I've seen it. I just wanted to do a comparison. And at the same time, not bore everybody that goes to all three blogs with the same thing. So this will have the review, the audio blog will have the comparison of book versus movie, and the written blog will have a lot more spoilers. So that is all for y'all today. So I just wanted to say thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Head over to the other ones if you wanted to. I will be trying to post every Wednesday and Sunday. So yesterday I posted for Sunday because I was on vacation on that time. And I will see you guys very soon. I'll see you Sunday. Hopefully it'll brighten up a very boring day as it is for me, for you. You guys keep reading. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.